Hello, I'm going to play again, and I'm going to walk you very quickly through the rules of NAATI. And yeah, let's get into it. I will be covering all of these bits, and the first one, of course, is the what a dialogue is versus a segment. So a NAATI test has two dialogues, okay? Dialogue one will be on one theme, and dialogue two will be on another. And each of these dialogues has small segments. So, for instance, if dialogue one is a dialogue between a businesswoman and a counselor, then the first segment will be the businesswoman talking, then the counselor speaking. Businesswoman, counselor, and so on, and each one will be speaking in their own languages, and you will be translating each segment. After the end of each segment, you will hear a small chime, and you'll have to start recording your translation. Um, the other important rule about NAATI is to understand how you will pass. Your passing marks essentially are over when you get above 63, right? But at the same time, you have to also get above passing marks for each dialogue. So each dialogue you have to get above 29, and then in total, you have to get above 63. So I've given you a couple of examples here. For example, in this example, this person did got passing marks in both of these dialogues, but failed because the total adds up to less than 63. In this one, this person did really well in dialogue one, but just flunked in dialogue two. And so even when the passing total is above 63, it is a fail because this person flunked in dialogue two. And in example three, you have a person who did relatively well in dialogue one and just barely passed in dialogue two. And total, because the marks are above 63, they passed and they got the 5 marks. So remember that in NATI, you're going to be getting, marks deductions for the accuracy of your translation. And please don't repeat your segments. That's a mistake that I made. The other area of checking is for quality of language, the kind of sentence structure, your pronunciation, things like that. And the last area that they check you on is on whether you're making, all these pauses and hesitations and things like that. And self-corrections will come here. So repeats comes under accuracy and self-correction comes under quality of delivery. Okay, the exam is also valid for 5 years. The results, especially, it's important for those of us who are taking the CCL exam for visa points. If you get a total marks of above 58, then you are eligible to get a review. So let's say if this person, for instance, he could go for a review, and this person should definitely go for a review because they got really high marks in total and just flunked in dialogue two by a small 1 point. The other area of rules that you need to understand is the rules that apply to your specific load. So mine is Hindi. And for Hindi, of course, there are certain rules like use your Hindi numerals and use the Hindi numeric system. So, things like you have to convert 100,000 or a million to lakhs and crores. So good to remember that. Um, what you need for the test itself is very important. You just need a laptop with good audio and recording systems. You need a phone, of course. You need a good internet. And please don't take any other tablet or anything. You just need loose blank sheets of paper and a pen or a pencil. Okay. You are not allowed to take any headsets, earphones, whatever. No other tablets. No smartphones. And if you've got two monitors in your desk, then please don't use the second monitor. Remove that completely from your room. They've covered a lot of these in the previous sections. Again, I'm just repeating it once again. Please, ideally avoid taking repeats completely. Okay, I flunked, I failed the NATI exam because I took too many repeats. So you're allowed only one repeat. Okay, that's one repeat in dialogue one and one repeat in dialogue two. That's total of two repeats. Okay. It is not that you can take two repeats here and zero repeats here. No, that's not correct. It's just one repeat per dialogue. Um, you can also correct the translations that you make. So for instance, if you made a big mistake, then and you realize it while you're speaking it, then you can say, sorry, I will repeat that part again, and then you can make a correction. This is not the same as repeating a segment. Okay, this is correction that you are making for your own translation. Again, just to be safe, try to avoid correcting too much. And the last bit that you should also be aware of that is that when you're translating, you should do it in the direct speech. So pretend that you're the person speaking and don't translate something like the businesswoman said that you should go there. You just say directly, pretend that you're the businesswoman and say you should go there. All right. I'm sorry I rushed through this because it's the second time I'm making the video and the previous one is too long. So now I think this is going to be too short, but this is how it is. And all the best for your exams.